Hey everyone, my name is Jake. I'm 26 years old and I'm from Brazil. Just 5 months ago, I couldn't speak a single full sentence in English without stumbling over my words or freezing up. Not even a simple, "How are you?" came out naturally. I was completely lost, stuck in my head, translating every word from Portuguese to English. But today, I'm here to share how I became fluent in English in just 5 months, without leaving Brazil, without expensive classes, and without wasting time on methods that don't work. This isn't just my story. It's your story too if you've ever felt frustrated, stuck, or embarrassed about your English. If you've ever dreamed of speaking confidently, but didn't know where to start, keep watching. I was exactly where you are, and I promise, if you follow the steps I'm about to share, you'll know exactly how to improve your English and unlock opportunities you never thought possible. Let's dive into my journey, step by step, starting with the moment that changed everything. I always dreamed of working for an international tech company as a software engineer. Coding was my passion. I spent years honing my skills, building projects, and studying late into the night. Finally, my big break came. I applied for a software engineering position at a major US tech company, and to my amazement, I got an email. "Congratulations, Jake. You've been selected for an interview." I was over the moon. I picture myself living in a new country, earning a great salary, and working with brilliant people. But then came the interview. I'll never forget that day. I opened Zoom, and there they were, 3 native English-speaking interviewers. They started talking, and it felt like their words were flying at me in fast forward. I could barely catch a single sentence. The first question came, "Jake, can you tell us about yourself and your experience in software development?" My mind went blank. I knew the answer in Portuguese, but the English words just wouldn't come. I stammered, "I am software. I do coding, many projects good." The silence that followed was deafening. Their polite smiles couldn't hide the truth. I was bombing the interview. They asked another question, but I couldn't answer that either. By the end, one of them said, "Thank you for your time, Jake." I knew what that meant. I didn't get the job. Not because I wasn't a good coder. I was excellent, but because I couldn't speak English. That day, I realized English wasn't just a language. It was the key to my dreams. Without it, I was invisible. I felt ashamed, angry, and defeated. For years, I'd told myself, I don't need English. I'll just be great at coding. But that failure showed me the truth. Without English, I was limiting myself. That night, I made a decision. I would learn English, and I would learn it fast. I wasn't going to let another opportunity slip through my fingers. Like many of you, I tried learning English before. A year earlier, I'd paid for an expensive online English course. The teacher had me memorize vocabulary lists, do grammar exercises, and study rules like past simple versus present perfect. But after 3 months, I still couldn't hold a conversation. I'd spent hundreds of dollars and hours of my time, but when I tried to speak, I froze. The course taught me words, but it didn't teach me how to use them in real life. I knew that if I wanted to become fluent, I needed a different approach, a system that worked in the real world, not just in a classroom. So I created my own 5-month plan, and I'm going to share it with you step by step. If you follow this plan, you'll see results faster than you ever thought possible. The biggest mistake beginners make is thinking they need to learn thousands of new words to speak fluently. I thought the same thing. I believed that if I memorized 1,000 words, I'd be able to talk like a native. But the truth is, I already knew hundreds of words. I just didn't know how to use them. So, for the first 15 days, I focused on mastering the words I already knew and building confidence. Here's exactly what I did. I sat down and thought, what do I actually need to say in everyday life? I wrote a list of 50 simple sentences that I could use in real situations. For example, "Hi, how are you? Can you repeat that, please? I don't understand. I'm learning English. I like a coffee, please." Every morning, I read these 50 sentences out loud 10 times. At first, my tongue felt clumsy and I stumbled over the words. But by day 5, the sentences started to feel automatic. I wasn't just memorizing them. I was training my brain to produce them naturally. This might sound crazy, but one of the most powerful things I did was talk to myself in English every day. Whenever I was alone, whether in the shower, cooking, or walking, I described what I was doing in English. For example, in the shower, I'm taking a shower. The water is warm. I feel relaxed. Making breakfast. I'm cooking eggs. I like them scrambled. They smell good. At first, I felt silly, but then I realized this was my private classroom. No one could hear me, and no one could judge me. Within a week, I noticed my brain starting to think in English instead of translating from Portuguese. Every day, I picked 5 sentences from English movies, TV shows, or YouTube videos. But I didn't just read them. I copied them exactly, mimicking the native speaker's pronunciation, speed, and emotion. For example, I watched a scene from a movie where a character said, "I'm so excited to see you." I paused the video, repeated the sentence 10 times, and tried to match the tone and energy. This helped me sound more natural and improve my accent. By the end of the first 15 days, something incredible happened. I stopped translating in my head. I could say basic sentences without hesitating, and I felt a spark of confidence. But this was just the beginning. After 15 days, I could say simple sentences confidently, but I wanted more. I wanted to have real conversations, understand native speakers, and speak fluently without thinking. So, I created a new plan to take my English to the next level. This plan was all about practicing in real-world situations and making English a natural part of my life. One of my biggest problems was that my brain was slow when speaking English. I knew words, but I couldn't put them together quickly. To fix this, I developed what I call the question-answer method. Here's how it worked. I asked myself a simple question in English. I answered it immediately, without overthinking. I repeated the process, adding more details to my answers each time. For example, "What did you do today?" I worked on my project. I worked on my project for 3 hours. I worked on my project for 3 hours, then I took a break. I worked on my project for 3 hours, then I took a break and had coffee. I did this for 30 minutes every day, using different questions like, "What did you eat for breakfast? What's your favorite movie? What are you doing right now?" This method trained my brain to think in English and speak without hesitation. My sentences got longer, and I stopped pausing to search for words. My pronunciation was another challenge. Even when I spoke, my Brazilian accent was strong, and I wanted to sound more natural. So, I used the echo technique. I listened to a native speaker from a movie, podcast, or YouTube video. I paused after each sentence. I repeated the sentence exactly, matching their speed, tone, and emotion. For example, I watched a movie clip where a character said, "I have no idea what you're talking about." I paused and repeated it 10 times, trying to sound just like them. Another example was from a podcast. It was a sunny day, so I went for a walk. I echoed it, focusing on the rhythm and stress of the words. I did this for 30 minutes a day, and after a month, my pronunciation improved dramatically. Even my friends noticed, saying, "Jake, you sound like an American." I knew vocabulary was important, but memorizing word lists didn't work for me. So, I created the story method. I picked 5 new words each day. I created a short story using all 5 words. I read the story out loud 10 times. I used the words in real conversations. For example, my words were excited, invitation, party, arrive, surprise. My story: I was so excited because I got an invitation to a party. When I arrived, I got a huge surprise. It was my birthday party. By doing this every day, I learned over 1,000 new words in 3 months without memorizing anything. One of the biggest barriers to fluency is thinking in your native language and translating to English. To break this habit, I trained my brain to think in English. I described everything around me in English. For example, walking outside, I'd say in my mind, "The sky is clear. The sun is bright. That dog is running." I asked myself questions and answered in English. What am I doing? I'm walking to the store to buy food. I kept a daily journal in English. Every night, I wrote about my day. At first, my sentences were simple. Today, I worked. I ate rice. But over time, they became more detailed. Today, I worked on a coding project for 5 hours. I felt tired but proud. After a few weeks, I noticed I was thinking in English naturally. I no longer needed to translate. I made a strict rule. Every day, I had to speak English for at least 2 hours. If I didn't have anyone to talk to, I spoke to myself. If I was busy, I spoke while doing chores like cooking or cleaning. If I felt lazy, I reminded myself, English is my future. I can't quit. This consistency was key to my progress. By month 4, I was confident with basic conversations, but I wanted to sound more natural and professional. I also wanted to understand grammar better without relying on boring textbooks. Here's how I pushed myself to fluency. I noticed that the English I learned in school was different from how native speakers talked. For example, in school, I learned to say, "I am learning English for 5 months." But native speakers said, "I've been learning English for 5 months." I started paying attention to how native speakers structured their sentences and asked myself, why do they say it this way? To learn grammar naturally, I listened to podcasts and watched movies, noting common sentence structures. I kept a notebook for tricky grammar, like prepositions, on the bus versus in the car. I searched online for explanations when I was confused. This approach helped me use grammar correctly without memorizing rules. To take my pronunciation and fluency to the next level, I started shadowing. I put on headphones, played a video of a native speaker, and repeated every word immediately after them, matching their speed and tone. I did this for 20 minutes a day, and my speech became smoother and more confident. I wanted my writing to sound natural too, so I started a daily diary in English. At first, my entries were basic. Today I went to work. I ate chicken. But I studied how native speakers wrote by reading blogs and news articles. I copied their sentence structures in my diary, and soon my writing sounded more polished. A big barrier to fluency is fear of making mistakes. I decided I wouldn't let fear stop me. I started speaking English in real-life situations. At the grocery store, "Can you help me find rice?" With friends, "Let's talk in English today." Online, I joined language exchange groups and practiced with people from around the world. To prepare for conversations with native speakers, I practiced 10 common topics like, "What's your favorite hobby?" and "How was your weekend?" I rehearsed my answers until they were fluent. When I finally spoke with native speakers online, I was nervous, but I realized they didn't care about my mistakes. They appreciated my effort. This boosted my confidence. 5 months into my journey, I had a breakthrough. I was practicing in front of a mirror, as I often did, but this time the words flowed effortlessly. I wasn't hesitating or translating. It felt like magic, but it was the result of months of hard work. To test my progress, I joined an online discussion group with native speakers. I was nervous, but I reminded myself, I've worked too hard to doubt myself now. I spoke clearly, answered questions, and even asked my own. People listened, nodded, and engaged with me. For the first time, I felt like I belonged in the conversation. That was the moment I knew I was fluent. With my newfound confidence, I reapplied for my dream job at the U.S. tech company. This time, I walked into the Zoom interview with a different mindset. I wasn't the Jake who stumbled over words. I answered every question clearly, shared my ideas, and even cracked a joke. The interviewers were impressed, not just with my coding skills, but with my ability to communicate. A few days later, I got the call, "Jake, congratulations, you got the job." My starting salary was $6,000 a month, more than I'd ever dreamed of earning. I was shaking with excitement. I called my parents, and my mom cried, saying, "We always knew you could do it." My dad, who rarely shows emotion, said, "I'm proud of you." With my first paycheck, I bought my dad a sleek watch he'd always wanted and my mom a gold bracelet. They tried to refuse, saying, "We don't need anything." But I insisted, "This is my thank you for believing in me." That moment made every late night, every struggle, every doubt worth it. Here are the most important lessons I learned that can help you become fluent in English. One mindset is everything. Stop saying, "I'm bad at English." Instead, say, "I'm improving every day." Believe you can do it, and you'll find a way. 2. Surround yourself with English. Change your phone's language to English. Watch English movies, listen to English songs, and follow English-speaking influencers. Make English part of your daily life. 3. Speak without fear. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Speak to yourself, shopkeepers, or strangers. The more you speak, the better you'll get. 4. Active listening and shadowing. Listen to podcasts or videos and repeat sentences immediately, mimicking the speaker's tone and rhythm. 5. Learn vocabulary and context. Instead of memorizing words, learn phrases like, "I'm really happy today," or "This movie is awesome." 6. Learn grammar naturally. Pay attention to how native speakers talk and write. Note patterns and practice them in your speech. 7. Consistency over perfection. Do something in English every day, even if it's just 10 minutes. Small, consistent efforts add up. Imagine yourself 6 months from now, speaking English fluently, confidently applying for jobs, making new friends, or traveling without fear. That future is possible, but it starts today. You don't need expensive classes or a perfect environment. You need a strong desire and consistent effort. If I can go from struggling to say, "How are you?" to landing my dream job in 5 months, you can too. It doesn't matter where you're starting or how bad you think your English is. Start small, speak, listen, write, and practice every day. Make mistakes, learn from them, and keep going. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. So what will you choose? Choose growth. Choose fluency. Choose your future. If this story inspired you, like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll be with you every step of the way. Let's do this together.